discuss Lesson 2 with the topic Maintain Tools, Equipment, and Paraphernalia. So by the way, I am Jason C. Zafra, your teacher for today. So again, our topic this morning is all about maintain tools, equipment, and paraphernalia for front office services. So tools, equipment are very essential in most businesses. They're important for the day-to-day operation of the business. Most tools and equipment are costly. It needs a lot of proper care and maintenance to ensure its longevity and usefulness. And it's a gratitude for the company you are working with for having to use such equipment. You should know how to take care of it and how it will reach its full lifetime potentials. So this means, class, that using appropriate cleaning materials should be taken in consideration. So remembering a daily tenant cleaning supplies or materials are appropriate for every tools and equipments. But depende na siya on what or where the tools and equipments are made of. So mo na siya, class. Okay, now let's proceed to the proper usage of tools, equipment, and paraphernalia. So here are the proper ways in how to use computer. So first, make sure all power cable are connected to electricity. Second is turn on the CPU or the central processing unit by pressing the button on power on. Then, third is turn on the monitor by pressing the button on the monitor. But actually, there are some monitors that are automatically turned on once you power on the CPU. Then fourth, or the last one, is wait until the boot is completed and the Windows display or screensaver appear. So those are the proper ways in how to use computer. Now class, here are the guidelines to be observed upon cleaning some of major tools and equipment for front office. A. Computer. So just like any other equipment in the office, the desktop computers and laptops accumulate excessive dust particles because of static electricity. And as we know, the computer has many attached hardware components like monitor, mouse, and keyboard with hard-to-reach holes. And when these holes are filled with dust, it often results to malfunctioning of equipment. So here are few tips to clean various computers' hardware components. So mo na siya ang mga tips, class, ha? Please take note of this. So okay, our first component is we have this monitor. So of course, here are the tips or the proper ways in how to clean the monitor. So first, turn off the computer and unplug the monitor from the source. Second is to use a moist, soft, and clean cloth with rubbing alcohol to wipe away dirt in monitor screen. Third is never spray water directly to the screen for it might damage the internal parts. Then fourth is attach the monitor to the system unit after cleaning. Our next component is keyboard. So here are the proper ways in how to clean your keyboard. So first, turn off the computer and detach the keyboard from the system unit, especially if it is PS2 type. Then next is use compressed air to blow away dust in between holes from the keys. Third is use moist cloth with rubbing alcohol to clean the top of the keys. Then last one is attach the keyboard to the system unit after cleaning. Then next component is we have this mouse. So here are the proper ways to clean the mouse. So first is turn off and detach the mouse from the computer part. Second is if mechanical mouse is used, move the ball cover at the bottom in counterclockwise, then release the trackball to clean. Third is clean the inside of the mouse, then return the trackball and its cover. Then fourth is attach the mouse to the system unit. Okay, our next equipment is printer. So, printer class is an output device attached to the computer. It produces the hard copy of the documents for easy reading and filling. more than the external part, which easily be cleaned through moistened lint-free cloth with alcohol. The inside of the printer accumulates more dust and dirt because of the ink, cartridge, and toner. Actually, there are ways to clean the inside parts of a printer. So it includes the following. So A, inside compartment. So use small vacuum to take away dust inside the printer, then compressed air that will just blow dust inside of deeper compartments. Then we have B, printing head. So if some white lines are already observed upon printing text and graphics, this might indicate that the printer head is clogged and needs cleaning. Some printers are programmed to automatically clean printer head after a few clicks in the installed software. But some instances may require you to clean them manually, so better see the manual or the guide on how to clean printing head. Then we have letter C, gears and rollers. So if the equipment has hard time, so depende na siya sa equipment. Now let's go to the proper ways and how to shutting down the computer. So first, click the start button located on the taskbar. Second is click the turn off computer. Third is display appears showing three options. We have standby, turn off, and restart. Then the last one is choose, of course, turn off. So those are the ways on how to shut down the computer. Now let's proceed on how to use fax machine. So first, check the fax machine, plug and power supply. Make sure the telephone cord is plugged into a phone or jack. Second, insert the document that you wish to fax into the outgoing fax tray. Third is dial the phone number to which you wish to send the document. Fourth, wait for the receiving fax to answer. Press the start button to send your fax. Fifth, look at the fax machine display console. Sixth is stack your fax machine with plenty of paper in the coming fax tray. Then the last one, note whether your fax machine has its own dedicated phone line. If none, need to press start to process an incoming fax. So those are the proper ways in how to use fax machine. Now class, here are some of the general tips for proper use of tools and equipment. So let's have number 1, read and understand the manual of operation for each equipment. Number 2, be sure that equipment is in good condition, not defective nor damaged. Third is use the equipment for their intended purpose. Fourth is handle all electrical tools and equipment with care and caution. Number 5, all equipment must be turned off when unattended. Number 6, all power tools must be properly grounded before they are used. Number 7 rather, clean the equipment after each use and store them properly, keep them dry. Number 8, use appropriate personal protective equipment or PPE for a specific job requirement. So those are the different tips for proper use of tools and equipment. So kinahanglan sundon nato ni maong mga tips class for us to prevent our computers from malfunctioning, because there are some instances manggod in case sa mga hotels, sa mga in some other companies nga madelay ang ilang service nga ilang ihatag sa mga customers due to computers that are malfunctioning. So that is why for us to prevent this to happen, kinahanglan ato ni sundon ning maong mga tips. Okay, because there is a saying goes nga, it's better to have few things but in good condition rather than to own many things but defective. So that's it. Now, here are some commonly used cleaning materials for electronics. So now it includes the following. A duster. So it wipes away dust from surface of office tools and equipment. So mo niyang porma class. B, we have compressed air, pressurized, that can blow away dust and dirt especially on hard-to-reach spaces. Sa mga po niyang forma. Then C, electrostatic cloth. Unlike the usual cleaning cloth, it has magnetic properties that gather dust and dirt particles for better cleaning. Sa mga po niyang forma. Then we have D, lint-free cloth. So these are special cleaning cloth that does not leave any lint on equipment. So that's how it looks like. E, we have toothpick or metal pin. It serves as framework for cotton cloth to reach deep holes. So kailan naman siguro mo anin. Then we have F, cleaning solution, mild detergent mixed with water and disinfectant like rubbing or isopropyl alcohol. Now let us proceed to another equipment used in front office. So we have telephone. So a telecommunication device is essential and reliable tool in front office for answering guest inquiries, reservations, and coordinating with another hotel department. If the telephone set is not cleaned properly, this might affect the quality of voice recognition and creates barrier to communication. So here are the ways of cleaning your telephone. So first is A, the phone body. So wipe the surface of the telephone with a soft, clean cloth dumped in water and cleaning agent. Clean in between spaces using cotton swabs. Never let liquids pass inside the opening since it might damage the internal compartment. B, handset. Use damp cloth with rubbing alcohol to clean and disinfect the handset or telephone receiver. C, cord. Detach the cord to the phone and rub it with damp, clean cloth. Let it dry for a few minutes before attaching it to the phone. So those are the different ways of cleaning your telephone. So now let's proceed to another equipment used for front office. So we have this fax machine. So now let's have the different ways of cleaning your fax machine. So first, you have to unplug the equipment to avoid electric shock hazards. Number 2, observe the fax machine for possible area to clean, especially deposit of dust and toner residue in its interior. Number 3, use the compressed air to blow away dirt inside. Number 4, wipe the external part using a lint-free cloth. Number 5, read the manufacturer's manual on how to run the self-clean feature of the fax machine. Number 6, plug in the equipment and let it run the self-clean and head scanning function, then wait for the entire process to finish. So those are the ways of cleaning your fax machine. So now let's move on to storage procedures for office tools and equipment. So the front desk workstation itself becomes the safekeeping area for various office tools, equipment, and paraphernalia. The side wing of the front desk countertop is often the space allocated for desktop computer and its components, fax machine, telephone, and other equipment. Below the countertop are the pull-out cabinets or compartment for the office tools and paraphernalia such as scissors, paper clips, staple wires, and etc. Important documents such as guest folio, monitoring forms, receipts, and sales reports are filed accordingly in racks and file cabinets. Care of front office tools, materials, and paraphernalia. Regular cleaning schedule is only part of the steps in maintaining the functionality of the office tools and equipment. But there are still other things to be considered, such as number 1, condition of the work area. It must be clean and cool, dry place, spacious, safe, and free from obstacles or barriers. Provision for dividers, cabinets, and other storage compartments. Number 2, staff information. Distribution of printed materials or manuals on how to use the office tools and equipment accordingly. Training on how to operate major office equipment in a safe and efficient manner. Number 3, regular monitoring procedures. Provision for monitoring checklists and forms designations of employees responsible for the inventory and supervision of office properties. So those are some of the other things that we have to consider in maintaining the tools and equipments of the front office. Now let's have the proper maintenance for major tools and equipment. So let's have the computer first. So, number 1, you have to keep the following computer software up to date to improve performance and security. It includes current antivirus software, current malware protection software, operating system updates, internet browser updates, and other installed application software updates. Number 2, clear the cache in your browser at least once a month. Number 3, run disk cleanup to delete unnecessary files in your hard drive to maximize its capacity. Number 4, run disk defragmenter to reorganize files in your hard drive to improve speed and the searching efficiency. Take note that the practices will take long to complete. Number 5, back up important files from your computer to a storage device like external hard drive or through an online backup services to secure them in case of threat attack. Now let's move on to the next major tools and equipment. So we have this printer. So of course, first, you have to let the printer feed blank papers at least once a week to gather out dust, lint, and residues from toner. Number 2, use appropriate type of paper for your printer as stated in the manufacturer's manual to get rid of paper jam. Number 3, in case of paper jam, turn the printer off, then turn on again, and the crumpled paper will automatically eject out of the printer. If the paper is stuck, gently remove it through your hand completely. Number 4, do not overload the tray with papers. Number 5, place the printer in an elevated compartment to prevent small items like coins and clips fall off the printer. Number 6, protect the internal parts of a printer form out of foreign particles through the printer cover. Number 7, check the ink status regularly. Change cartridge only when needed. Now let's move on to the next major tools and equipment. So we have telephone. So first, you have to place the telephone in an elevated table or countertop to prevent the handset from reaching the ground and damage in case of falls. Number 2, never let the cord touch sharp edges or be stretched tightly to prevent wires inside from cutting off. Now let's move on to the next major tools and equipment. So we have fax machine. So first, place the equipment at least 6 inches from the wall and elevated on the countertop to ensure ventilation. Use the appropriate type of paper. Make sure that every sheet does not stick together because of moist or bring through its cut edge fan the paper by your hand before inserting it in the machine. Number 3, change toner as needed if already showing dullness on prints. Make sure to clean any spills. Number 4, prevent small foreign items to reach inside of the equipment which might lead to malfunctioning. So now, let us always remember that useful quality tools can be a significant investment, but they will last longer and return the favor if you take good care of them. Making sure your devices are properly stored, cleaned, and well-maintained will save you time and money, as well as making your projects and jobs much more comfortable. In short, tools and equipment needs a lot of proper care and maintenance to ensure its longevity and usefulness. So that's all for today. Goodbye and thank you for listening.